for the laid off workers, thousands of them. Our track record is clear. We have been solution oriented. Now guess what? Same people already decided who they was with before we filed. We finna win this primary.
Yes, and I would like to thank all of you guys for coming out to share with us this evening. I believe there's one more forum next week, but we're within a week of an election. One of the most important elections in Flint's history. Now, I'm gonna rise above politics. I'm gonna rise above it. I'm gonna talk to you as your neighbor, as your friend. And I told you earlier, the titles that I covet the most is husband and father and a citizen of the city of Flint. Now listen, this election is important to me as a husband and as a father. Anytime that you're afraid to let your children play in the front yard of your home, we have a problem in this community. Anytime that we lose 2 out of every 3 kids in high school, we have a problem in this community. Now this election, we talked about people having experience here, people that's been here. It's not about a sense of entitlement, what you think you deserve. It's about the service that you can provide. It's about consistency. It's about trust. Who can you trust to lead this community? Who can you trust to lead this community? So as we talk about what's going on in our streets, as we talk about all what's happening in the city of Flint, it's not fear tactics. It's not fear tactics. It's about the reality of what's happening. We hear all these things about stripping our city, regional form of government, downtowns versus the neighborhoods. But what we should be talking is neighbors. And as Reverend Burns started us off with a powerful prayer this evening about unity, black, white, middle class, underclass, privileged, we all have to stand together, united around the effort of bringing Flint back. Who is the leader that you can trust? I'm Sheldon Neely. I am that leader.
All right, Mr. Waller.
I'm not here to settle these old high school scores. And I'm not here to restart yesterday's battles. Because this is the critical time in this community's future. You know, the future starts today. This is the 21st century. And we're fighting this old stuff from before I was born in 1974. And we have to, of course, honor and respect all that history that's come before us, but we just cannot be this place where we do the old Flint versus the new Flint, and the black Flint versus the white Flint, and the neighborhood Flint versus the downtown Flint. Folks, it hasn't worked. It's not going to work. But it's not just about saying that doesn't work. It's about really coming together. And I have seen this spirit all across this community, in churches, in neighborhood meetings, as I've talked with people on their own front doorsteps. At the end of the day, when you strip away all that anger and all that suffering, there are people in this community who are ready, who are really ready to come together and work for change. That's what my campaign is committed to. Working together, we can change Flint. We've got this great history when you look past those high school squabbles, and you see that we found a way to move from a lumber town to a carriage town, and a carriage town to a car town, and now we're going from a car town to a diverse 21st century community. But we have to do it as one. We have to do it together. You have my personal commitment that I will wake up every day as mayor and not look to settle one of these old scores, not look to restart one of these battles, but to work for you, no matter which part of the city you live in, no matter how old you are or how much money you make. Thank you. Vote for mayor.
That concludes our debate.
First of all, I want to ask you to join me in thanking John Foran, the editor of the Flint Journal, for his moderating. I want to I want to thank all of the candidates for coming tonight. If I could have your attention for just one more minute, please. I want to thank all the candidates